Hello, fellow artists! Today I have something fun, unboxing 3 items, Kuretake Watercolor, Painter's Color Diary, and yay, Derwent water brushes. Oh my gosh, so excited. This is a replay of my live session. This is not sponsored at all. What is a Painter's Color Diary? This is awesome. If you know me or any of my students, I'm always saying swatch, swatch, swatch. Get to know your colors. The best way to get to know your colors is swatching, whether it's colored pencil, watercolor, and this diary makes it so easy because the squares are already there and it's on watercolor paper. Good quality watercolor paper too. I am going to be doing swatches for these beautiful Kuretake colors, watercolor paints that are just amazing. I had to try them out with the Derwent Light Fast watercolor brushes. Yay! Again, not sponsored. So let's get started. Okay, hi everybody. So this is just a fly of the moment, just testing out some new fun new art supplies that I got. I was at the Color Pencil Society of America's convention in Cincinnati a few weeks ago, and Dip Blick's Art Materials is there, and they have lots of fun stuff on discounts and all that. So I got some cool supplies. I'm really into colored pencil and watercolors. I actually am the president of the Chicago chapter of the Color Pencil Society. So I really had a good time there. I saw a lot of friends. But again, I did get some fun, cool art supplies. One of them was this push button water brush assorted set by Derwent. I didn't get these watercolors there, but I did get them recently, and I want to play around with them and test them on using these brushes on this wonderful Painter's Diary, Color Diary, and it's great for swatches. So you can put in either color pencil or watercolor and put in your swatch and then the name there. So that's what I'm going to be doing right now. And this is kind of a practice for me too for live streaming. So I know probably no one's going to be watching, but I don't really care because this is all just practice and a learning experience. So what I'm going to do now is open up this push button water brush set. I may have to take off because to go get some water in them. I don't know how I can. Here we go. Very cool. Boy, I'm really liking. I'm going to just take large tip. I'm going to take the medium tip one. So that one, or wait, I think I just did the medium tip. Yeah. So this is the medium tip. Okay, I'm going to put this like right here. And yeah, I'll have to add some water. And let's see. Nice. Oh, wow. It's firm. It's pretty firm. So I don't know, sometimes you want a little more, it's kind of breaking up. Anyway, we'll see. And then, okay, so you push this part and that will release a water down to the brush. Okay, because I have one and it's old and I used it. I actually kind of ruined it because I used it on, I don't know where it is. Yeah, I have an old one, and I used it on sanded paper, so I kind of ruined it. So that's why I for sure needed these. So I got these. Okay, so enough. Let's see how okay. Twist? Yep. Twist maybe? No. Is that? Oh, okay, yep. And then I have some water right here. I'm hoping I can just kind of do the old squeeze and fill maybe. No, I'm making a mess. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go. All right, now I filled it up. I'm squeezing. There, yeah, nice. And I've seen some artists just say it's actually pretty convenient instead of having to go and dip into your, into your water, kind of keep going back and forth. It's just nice to kind of squeeze a little bit. So that's great. So I'm going to put this on the side over here, and let's open up this first. So we have our surface ready. Got my scissors ready to go, and I want to scratch the front. So here we go. So exciting. I love making swatches. They are so relaxing. It's so relaxing for me to make swatches. So I'm so excited to see this, to see that swatches are, I don't have to take the time to mark all these out myself. So I was very excited. So yay! Yeah, nice paper. Really nice. So it's cold press. It looks like it's cold. It's for sure cold press, and it's pretty thick. So that's nice. Cold press, but it's not too cottony or absorbent to where colored pencil wouldn't go on nicely. I think colored pencil would for sure go on nicely with these, because colored pencil on cold press watercolor paper is pretty bumpy, but I think it'll be fine. Maybe I'll test a little bit while we're here, while I'm here all alone. Okay, next one, yay! The Kuretake. These beautiful colors, Japanese brand. I have their metallic colors, which are beautiful, just beautiful, and so fun. So this is going to be really interesting. And I remember them needing a lot of water, so using the water brush is probably a good idea in hindsight, right? It's probably a good idea to have the water brush with these. Oh my gosh, they're so beautiful. So there's a nice plastic covering over it, and then there's the English website, a link to the English website. So there's 12 colors. It's called the 12 color set 2. So maybe there's another color set, another 12 color set. I can't remember. But anyway, that's what this is. I'll put that right there. And then, yeah, there's like a little plastic coat over it. And oh my God, these colors are so beautiful. I just love them. So it looks like a black, gray, the burnt sienna, burnt umbers, creams, yellow, greens, purple, looks like a cobalt blue, a violet, and a pink. So very pretty colors. They look like if you added gouache to your regular watercolor paints, it's probably get the same effect. But sometimes gouache can dilute it a little bit too much. So that's kind of nice that this is not going to, these are not supposed to do that. So a lot of times when I start with my watercolor palette, I spray with water just to start to get it loosening up. But I'm not going to do that this time because I kind of want to see what it's like just right with a brush. So here we go. I'm going to get started here. And if anybody is here, wants to chat, I'm kind of got my eye on the chat here. So go ahead and say hi to me via chat. And let's just start with the pink. Oops, it's going to be hard for me not to dip into the water. All right, I'm squeezing. Oh, there we go. Okay, there. I got some water there, so that's good. So I will zoom in a little bit. What I can do is, let's see what it looks like on camera if I need to zoom in. Oh yeah, pretty thick. Pretty thick for the first. Now the thing is do I, usually when I want to get the different values or tones, I would dip into water and then do like that, but maybe I could blot, squeeze, and then that's probably the way to do it. Like, especially if you're out in plain air or something, you don't have a cup of water, you blot, squeeze, and then you can dilute your watercolor. So that's kind of neat. I'm looking on camera. It doesn't look very good for, could be zoomed in. So I'm using Kuretake. I'm swatching these colors, and I adjusted the pink number 14. So what I'm going to do, and I'm testing out these watercolor brushes from Derwent, and they're actually called water brushes. So what I'm going to do is just kind of wipe on my sponge here, and looks like it's all clean. All the pink is gone. I'm just squeezing, getting some water down there. There we go. All right, now, fun part, I'm going over to the violet, which is a very pretty color, and this is really gouache-like. So I'm squeezing. I want to get a lot of water on there because I want to really kind of see how transparent I can get it. Now this is number 13, and that's so pretty. Okay, and then now I'm going to dab it on the paper, on my paper towel. Whoop. Yeah, it really drops of water there. Yeah, so you definitely kind of have to have a paper towel or tissue nearby. Okay, and then I'm going to just do another water drop, and we'll see if we can get like the lightest value, like a wash. There we go. Yeah, the brush is nice. I haven't really used that much water. There, and then let's see, we can pick up a little bit. Nice. I'm going to see if I can get it a little darker up here. Oh yeah, there you go. Now that's pretty opaque. That's pretty opaque, but see how the number 14 is drying? It has a nice little watercolor effect. It almost has a cauliflower effect, or even like I put salt on there. And so that could have something to do with the paper too. So I'm just squeezing the brush, and that's going to take a little too much time. So I'm going to just rinse with my water and then clean it off for the next color. But I think the water brush is really nice for when you want to just add a touch of water and you don't want to kind of keep going back and forth, back and forth. I can see where a really nice water brush can be super handy. Okay, so here we go with, this is number 69. This is like a really light blue. It's beautiful. Cobalt maybe. Here we go. That's pretty opaque. Now what I'm going to do is just add, wow, yeah, it comes right out, doesn't it? Once it starts flowing, it flows. Okay, and there we go. And then I'm going to do one squeeze here and get like the lightest wash. I wonder if it matters at a certain angle. No, there we go. So that's a really light wash there. Okay, and then let's pick up a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty good at picking up. It's not like super absorbent, or it holds water, but I don't think it's not like this type of a brush where it can if you want it to pick up, you can really pick up. Like, see, like that. Like, that's the only thing I think with this brush. Maybe I just have to get used to it to do something like that. But it looks like it's going to be great for detail. I mean, that's really nice. Look at the fine point. You know, that's really nice. Make nice, really nice detail with that. I definitely see that. So I'm going to rinse it out, and we've got a darker violet now. Oh, this is a dark, this is called number 60, but it looks like it's coming up a lot lighter than what I see. So it's really pretty. Let me see. Oh, right. Oh, I have the names of the colors on the sheet here. Okay, so it's called a horizon blue, and now this one, number 60, is a cobalt blue. Okay, so the horizon blue is a the sky blue color. I'll think of that in a minute. Okay, so this is a cobalt blue. Cerulean. I think it's a cerulean blue is what I'm trying to think of. If anybody's there, you can say hi. Hello. Okay, I am periodically just glancing over at the chat to see if somebody stops in to say hi. Okay. As far as the watercolor, it's thick. It's really thick. So I'm going to dip this time, and okay, blot a little bit. I got a lot of color on my brush. I'm just going to use my water to dip. There we go. That's pretty. Now I'm going to blot, and then I'm going to squeeze and see if I can get some water on the brush. There we go. I can see the water went on there. There we go. That's what I wanted. I want to do a really light wash. So it takes a couple pumps to kind of get it going. Very pretty. Okay, now I'm gonna give it a good clean because I've got a green next. The green is lime green. So this is just called lime green, number 59. It's a really pretty green. Great for botanicals and that sort of thing. Okay, real yellowy green. That's lime. That's a lime green. I don't know why I just dipped again, but I want to make it, see how thick I can get it. It's pretty thick. Okay, I just rinsed because for time purposes here. That's really pretty. What a bright, that is a lime green, huh? Okay, now I want just a touch of it on the brush. I want, how much do I have to do to get a big drop of water? Okay, there we go. There we go, there's that big drop. Okay. There. Okay, and then the next one is greenish yellow, number 48. So the names are on the sheet that it comes with, but the numbers are underneath the color here in the pan. So this is a greenish yellow, so this will be more for like landscape sort of thing. Maybe more of an olive yellow. Another color. In the other green world, I would say this is kind of more of an olive green. Okay, a little dip in there. But it does have a lot of yellow to it. I mean, it's not like a dark olive green. It really lightens up. So I'm going to do a nice squeeze again. Pump. There we go. Kind of have to pump it when you squeeze it to get a lot of water on the brush. But I really love how this fine point, that's really nice. Okay, and then I think I'm going to do the next row, the neutrals and the browns. And then the next row, because I've got 1, 2, 4, and then, yeah, so I'll do the next row. Because I kind of want to put the neutrals next to each other, not with the greens. So I'm going to move this up just a touch. Okay, I'm going into this box. And this is Natural Beige, number 11. Ooh, this is thick. This is really thick. Okay, here we go. And I'll go and I'll number them and I'll label them after. It's only a few more. That's pretty. Wow. That is, yeah, it's very much like gouache. Whoops. I got a little blue in there. Very much like gouache. This brush, I can get fine edges, nice edges. The paper is really, you know, I'm reviewing the paper too, and the paper is really nice. It's absorbent. I like the color. It's a bright white, and it's great. I mean, I like what's happening with the watercolors. The colors are really vibrant. They're very true to what I see in the pan. You know, sometimes papers can change the colors from what you see, and these colors are, this paper is just showing it exactly as what's in the pan. Okay, now next we're going to go to, this is Rose Beige, number 12. This is probably going to be real pretty if it has a little rose, a little hint of a pink in there. Yeah, that's pretty. This would look really pretty, I would say maybe with the cobalt blue and these two together, maybe for some little flowers. And oh, I keep mixing my colors now. Let me get that yellow out of there. There we go. The brush did good. It's picking up. It's picking up that yellow I didn't want in there. Okay, I may pick up just a touch more pigment. There we go. Okay. There we go. And then I'm gonna just do, I don't really have much. I want a really light wash just to see how light I can get it. There we go. Yeah, so the brush pen, it takes a little getting used to. The point is great, the brush is great. I think it just takes it's going to take some practice getting used to pushing the amount of water that I want. Don't want to push and get too much water and drip all over my piece, my artwork. So it's going to take a little practice. Okay, the next one is number 71 is Indian Red. So, ooh, that's going to be pretty. They're all pretty. I love color. Love color. Okay. Indian Red, Kuretake Watercolor swatching, Sunday morning. If you're here joining me, thank you. Sunday morning playtime. I'm loosening up. This is how I loosen up. I like to play. Okay, that's really a pretty color. It's got a hint of almost of a magenta, like just could be like a touch of a magenta. And this is a really light wash. Yeah, I'll just leave that. Sponge. Great. Everything is looking beautiful. Practicing the pen. Yeah, I think you have to pump. You have to pump the brush. Is what I'm kind of figuring out. I'll have to ask a Derwent rep next time I see one. Maybe it'll be at one of our meetings. Color Pencil Society of America. Sometimes we have reps from the companies and from the different brands. They come in and maybe we'll have one soon. This is number 72, maroon. Pretty. Brick. Really brick. A lot of violet in here. There's purple undertones in this one. Purpley pink. Getting really light with the more water. Very pretty. I can't wait to do a wash on this one. Really light wash. See that light wash? Look at that beautiful color. Violet color. Very pretty. Yeah, it doesn't really show in here. I'll try to maybe pick up a little bit. There we go. So it shows the lighter wash. And paper is nice. I mean, it's taking its time to absorb, but it does dry nicely. So I'm getting some nice gradations. Okay, and then the last two, gray and black, it looks like. I've got number 21, which is gray, and then the next one is number 68, which is, blue-gray deep. So it actually looks more like a Payne's gray. So let's do just the gray. Okay. And again, this is really opaque. Hello, is there anybody out there? Nobody wants to watch swatching? Okay, this is a nice gray. It's like a slate gray. So I did one little rinse. Wow, that's really thick. This brush holds water, I'll tell you that. I'm squeezing. There. That is a thick gray. Great for shadows. Probably add a touch of blue to it or something for a beautiful shadow. Now here's a really light wash. Okay. There we go. Very pretty. Okay, last but not least, let's do, this is number 68, Blue Gray Deep. Now this is, like I said, going to be like a Payne's Gray. Looks black, but it's very blue. Wait till I add a little water. Ah, it's actually like a green. There was some green there in the water when I rinsed the brush. I saw green. But that's very blue. Very pretty, like a Payne's Gray. Now I'm going to give a little rinse. It's a strong pigment, so I'm rinsing in the water. And give it a squeeze. You get a really light wash. There we go. A beautiful color. I love that color. Oh my gosh. I'm a big Payne's Gray lover. Love Payne's Gray. A neutral tint. Great for shadows. So, okay, that was the medium tip of the Derwent water brush. This is not sponsored, by the way, by any of these. This is not sponsored, by the way. So, and then what I'm going to do is label these. Let's see, that's number 14, Cherry Blossom Pink. Oh, Cherry Blossom Pink. Oh, so pretty. What a pretty name. Then number 13 is Lilac. Can read my writing. I can read my writing. Then, oh, I got it wet. Number 69 is Horizon Blue. Right, that's the sky blue. So, Horizon Blue. Yes, that's a J. Or I mean a Z. A J. Number 69. Okay, 69, and then I'll just go number 60. And let's see, the lime green. I got it wet. Shit. Oh, I don't think I'm allowed to say that. That was under my breath. Number 59. Okay, that's lime green. Green. Number 60 is cobalt blue. This one got a little red on there. This is greenish yellow. Number 48. Greenish yellow. Okay, and then down here, almost done. Anybody's watching? Number 11. Now this is great. So when you do projects, why are swatches so important? First of all, you get to know your colors. I'm always telling my students, get to know your colors. If you're new at watercolors, if you're new at colored pencil, anything. Do swatches, because then you get to know your colors. You see, because each pigment, each color has a different personalities, I kind of call them. This is rose beige. And so each one is going to act differently. And so that's why, and they act differently with different pigments. So this rose beige mixed with, let's see, this is number 71, Indian red, is going to act, you'll get a certain color. And then if it's rose beige is mixed with maroon, it's gonna react differently. Of course, you're gonna get a different color, but it's also a different pigment, and it may be thicker, maybe thinner. With colored pencils, the wax may be different, the oil may be different because of the way they have to, do the mix it in with the pigment for the colored pencil of wax and oils. So they're all very different. So that's why I always say, get to know your colors. What I'm really saying is get to know your pigments. And it's not that hard. The easiest way to do it is to do swatches like this. I have to stop talking, otherwise I'm going to mess up here. Indian, red, and then this is number 72, maroon, and then our gray is number 21, and it's GRAY, and the UK it's EY, and then I think one of my favorite colors is number 68, is blue gray deep. Beautiful. Blue gray deep. Great. So there we have the swatches for the Kuretake 12 set GANSAI TAMBI 12 color set to GANSAI TAMBI. There we go. That's what I just swatched out. And like I said, this paper is fantastic too, because the colors may not really see the best with this lighting, but the colors are true to what is in my pans. The actual color watercolors are similar, really true to the colors on my paper. Thanks for watching, fellow artists. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And of course, my Patreon channel, patreon.com/MollysFineArt. Lots of beginners, intermediate, watercolor, colored pencil tutorials. More to come. So thank you again for watching.